Most people over 60 don't realize that what they eat first thing in the morning can either protect their legs or slowly make them weaker. They wake up, drink some coffee, maybe eat a slice of toast, or sometimes skip breakfast completely. They think it's no big deal. But what if I told you that this simple morning habit is one of the biggest reasons why millions of older adults slowly lose the ability to walk on their own, keep their balance, or even stand up from a chair without help? After age 60, your legs become more at risk than ever before. You may not feel it right away, but each morning you start without the right kind of food puts your leg muscles in danger. Danger of shrinking. Danger of getting weaker. Danger of losing the strength you need to live independently. But here's the part no one talks about. This doesn't have to happen. You can slow it down or even reverse it. Not with pills. Not with hard workouts or expensive supplements. But with something much easier, something you already do. Eating breakfast. The food you eat within the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking up can do something powerful. If you choose the right foods, your body can start fixing muscles, improving blood flow to your legs, stopping those painful night cramps, and even slowing muscle aging by up to 10 years. In today's video, I'm going to show you 5 simple breakfast foods, many you might already have in your kitchen, that have been proven by science to help with leg strength, nerve health, and movement after age 60. I'll explain how each food works, when to eat it, and what to eat it with for the best results. And I'll also warn you about some common breakfast mistakes, foods that seem okay, but actually harm your muscles over time. But before we begin, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Charles. I've spent over 40 years working in senior health, helping thousands of people who struggle with weak muscles, poor balance, and trouble walking. And if there's one thing I've learned in all that time, it's this. Most older adults don't lose strength just because they're aging. They lose it because of routine, because they do the same things every morning, without realizing those habits are slowly making their legs weaker. But I've also seen what happens when those routines change. I've seen people who could barely walk across a room get their strength back. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s get rid of leg cramps, put away their canes, and go back to enjoying morning walks, just by changing what they eat. And it all starts with how they begin their day. So if your legs feel stiff when you wake up, if your knees ache, your balance feels off, or your steps feel heavier than they used to, don't assume it's just old age. Pay close attention, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what your body has been missing every morning and how to start giving it what it truly needs. Now let's talk about what's happening inside your body during those first hours after you wake up, because it's more important than most people think. When you wake up in the morning, your body is in what's called a fasted state. That means you haven't eaten anything for the last 7 to 9 hours. During that time, your body still needs energy to keep things working, like your heart, brain, and other organs. So where does that energy come from? Well, for older adults, one of the first places your body goes to for fuel is your muscles, especially the muscles in your legs. This process is called a catabolic state, and it can be harmful if it happens too often. According to the National Institute on Aging, people over 60 can lose up to 1/3 of their leg muscle over a 10-year period. And here's the scary part. The signs that this is happening are very easy to miss. You might notice your steps are getting shorter, or it feels harder to get out of a chair. Your balance starts to feel shaky. Your legs feel heavier than they used to, or you pause before walking across the room. These small signs aren't just part of getting older. They're warnings that your strength and coordination are slowly fading. And sadly, most people make it worse without even knowing it. How? They skip breakfast. They drink only black coffee with nothing to eat. Or they reach for something quick like white bread or sugary cereal. But these kinds of foods don't help your muscles. They hurt them. They spike your blood sugar, which leads to a crash later. They increase inflammation, which makes your muscles weaker. And worst of all, they give your body energy without giving it any real nutrition. So, what's the better option? What should you actually eat during that important first hour of the day? Let's start with one of the best foods to protect and repair your muscles: whole eggs. Whole eggs are packed with important nutrients that your muscles need to grow strong and stay healthy. The most powerful one is something called leucine, an amino acid that helps your body start building muscle again. Leucine tells your body it's time to repair and grow. And here's something important. Older people need more leucine than younger people to get the same effect. A study from the University of Illinois found that seniors who ate 2 whole eggs every morning for 8 weeks saw real improvements in their leg strength and walking speed. That's not just theory. That's proven results. And it's not just about protein. The egg yolk contains vitamin D, B12, and choline, which all help with nerve health, balance, and movement. Eggs also give you iron, especially heme iron, which your body can absorb easily. Iron is important for good blood flow, and poor circulation is one reason many older adults feel numbness, cramps, or tingling in their legs. So when you eat 1 or 2 eggs in the morning, you're not just eating breakfast. You're giving your legs better blood flow, better nerve function, and better strength. It's simple, it's affordable, and it works. Just make sure you eat the whole egg, yolk and all. Boil it, poach it, or scramble it lightly. Try to avoid frying it or eating it with processed meats like bacon or sausage, which are high in sodium and unhealthy fats. Now, let's talk about the next food, oatmeal, especially when you add chia seeds. At first glance, oatmeal might not seem like a food that helps muscles. But don't underestimate it. Oatmeal contains beta-glucan, a type of fiber that helps keep your blood sugar steady. And that's very important, because when your blood sugar stays stable, your body can use nutrients better. When it goes up and down too quickly, your body struggles to repair anything, including muscle. Now, here's where chia seeds make it even better. Chia seeds are full of omega-3s, calcium, magnesium, and potassium, all of which help your muscles move, prevent cramps, and keep your nerves working right. Magnesium, in particular, is something many older adults don't get enough of. Low magnesium levels can cause leg cramps at night and morning stiffness. And chia seeds absorb liquid and form a gel-like texture. That helps keep you hydrated and supports digestion, both of which help your body absorb more nutrients. You don't need a lot. Just 1 tablespoon stirred into your oatmeal after it's cooked is enough. Many people also like to add sliced banana or blueberries on top, which is great because it adds potassium and antioxidants. But if you're diabetic or trying to manage blood sugar, go for berries. They have less sugar and are full of anti-inflammatory nutrients. Now, let's keep going with the next 3 morning foods that can make a big difference in how strong your legs feel, especially if you're over 60 and starting to notice weakness, tiredness, or balance problems. Let's begin with a fruit you probably already have in your kitchen, the banana. Bananas often get mixed reviews in older adult diets. Some people worry they're too sugary. Others think they don't really offer much. But the truth is, for the right person, eaten at the right time, bananas can be a powerful food for leg health, especially when it comes to stopping cramps and keeping your muscles working properly. The main reason is potassium. 1 medium banana has about 400 milligrams of potassium, which is around 10% of your daily needs. Potassium is absolutely necessary for smooth, steady muscle movement. Without enough potassium, your leg muscles may cramp, twitch, or feel weak, especially when you're resting or trying to sleep. Potassium also helps your body keep the right fluid balance and supports healthy nerve activity. That's important for staying steady on your feet and avoiding falls. But let's be careful. Bananas are not ideal for everyone. If you have type 2 diabetes, kidney problems, or are sensitive to sugar, you'll want to be more cautious. In those cases, go for a smaller banana or one that's slightly underripe. Underripe bananas have more resistant starch and less sugar, which makes them easier on your blood sugar. You can also pair a banana with protein or fat to help slow down how fast your body absorbs the sugar. For example, slice some banana into your oatmeal, or eat half a banana with a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt. This helps give you potassium without causing a blood sugar spike. Just try not to eat a banana by itself, especially if you're prone to energy crashes. But when you combine it with the right foods, a banana becomes a natural way to keep your muscles strong and stop cramps before they start. Speaking of Greek yogurt, let's talk about it next. If you haven't been eating this regularly, you're missing one of the best and easiest sources of slow-digesting protein, something very important for older adults. Greek yogurt is different from regular yogurt. It's been strained, so it's thicker, more concentrated, and has nearly twice as much protein. One 170-gram serving of plain Greek yogurt can give you up to 17 grams of high-quality protein, including 2 very helpful types, casein and leucine. Casein digests slowly and gives your muscles a steady stream of repair fuel all morning long. Leucine, as we mentioned earlier, is key for telling your body to start building muscle again. And there's more. Greek yogurt is also rich in calcium and vitamin D, which keep bones strong and help your body stay balanced when walking. That's extremely important for seniors who are more likely to fall. And don't forget about probiotics. While most people know probiotics help your gut, they also improve how your body absorbs nutrients and reduce inflammation, both of which help your muscles and nerves work better. Now, not everyone handles dairy the same way. If you're lactose intolerant, you can look for lactose-free Greek yogurt or try kinds made from goat or sheep milk, which are usually easier to digest. And please avoid the sugary flavored yogurts. Added sugar slows down how well your body uses protein and increases inflammation, which makes leg stiffness worse and slows down healing. I suggest eating plain Greek yogurt within an hour of waking up. Add some chia seeds for extra magnesium and fiber, or top it with berries and a dash of cinnamon for better blood sugar control. It's filling, flexible, and works very well as part of a breakfast that protects your muscles. Now, let's talk about something most people never think of as a breakfast food, but that's surprisingly helpful: steamed sweet potatoes with a pinch of natural mineral salt, like Celtic or Himalayan salt. Most of us don't think of sweet potatoes in the morning, but here's why they work. They have complex carbs, the kind your muscles use to refill energy after a long night without food. Unlike simple carbs like white toast, sweet potatoes give you steady energy. That helps prevent the morning fatigue, cramps, or leg heaviness that many older adults feel. Now here's where it gets even better. When you add a little natural salt, like Celtic or Himalayan salt, you get more than just sodium. These salts have over 80 trace minerals, like magnesium, potassium, and calcium, nutrients that help muscles move smoothly and nerves send signals properly. These minerals also help reduce stiffness, keep your muscles hydrated, and balance your electrolytes. When you eat warm sweet potato with a small sprinkle of this salt, it helps boost blood flow, keep your blood sugar stable, and get your legs ready for movement. It's especially helpful if you eat it right before your full breakfast, like 10 minutes after your morning glass of water. It sets your body up for the day. One 2022 study from the French Institute of Mineral Nutrition found that adults over 60 who ate high-fiber, potassium, and magnesium-rich breakfasts had 41% better balance scores and half as many falls in just 3 months. That's a big improvement. And it starts with something as simple as half a sweet potato. Just remember, you don't need to change everything at once. Start small. Add one new food. Stay consistent. Then add another. Your legs don't need a complete makeover. They just need the right food at the right time, every day. But food is only part of the solution. If you really want to protect your legs and help your body repair and build strength, then you also need to look at what you do each morning. These next 5 habits are simple, quick, and cost nothing. But when you combine them with the right breakfast, they create the perfect environment for muscle growth, nerve repair, and better movement. I teach these exact habits to my patients, and I've seen just how much they help. Not after months, but sometimes in just a few weeks. Let's begin with the first one. And in my opinion, it's the most important habit every senior should start. Drink warm water with a pinch of natural mineral salt right after waking up. Most people don't know this, but when you sleep through the night, your body loses water and important minerals. Even if you don't feel thirsty. That's one reason your legs might feel stiff, tired, or unsteady when you first get up. By drinking about 250 ml, just over a cup, of warm water with 1/5 teaspoon of Celtic or Himalayan salt, you're quickly putting back sodium, potassium, magnesium, and other key minerals your muscles need. This small drink hydrates your muscle tissue, gets your nerves working better, and improves blood flow to your legs. Think of it as priming your engine before you start moving. It's easy, it works fast, and it only takes a minute or two. And if you often wake up with foot cramps or leg spasms, this single step can make a noticeable difference in just a few days. Once you've rehydrated, move on to the second habit. A quick, 3-minute standing leg activation routine. You don't need a gym. You don't need any special gear. You don't even need to leave your room. Here's how it works. Stand near a chair or wall for balance. Lift one leg slowly, about 2 to 4 inches off the floor. Hold for 10 seconds, then switch legs. Repeat this 5 times on each side. That's it. This simple movement wakes up your hips, thighs, calves, and core, all the key muscles that keep you balanced and steady. It also activates your proprioceptors, the tiny sensors in your joints and muscles that tell your brain where your body is in space. These movements are especially helpful if you feel stiff, unsteady, or if you've been less active lately. Doing this short routine regularly helps reduce those heavy, wobbly steps in the morning and lowers the chance of falling. Now, let's move to the third habit. Don't jump out of bed too quickly. It might sound unimportant, but I can't tell you how many falls happen in the first 30 seconds of the day just because someone stood up too fast. When you move quickly from lying down to standing up, your blood pressure drops. Your heart hasn't caught up yet, and your brain might not be getting enough oxygen. That can lead to dizziness, unsteady steps, or even fainting. Instead, try this. Take 3 deep breaths while still lying down. Then slowly sit up. Gently move your wrists and ankles in circles for about 30 seconds. This helps your blood flow better throughout your body. Then, when you stand, pause for a moment. Let your body adjust before taking your first step. It's a tiny change, but if you're over 60, especially if you're on blood pressure medicine, this could be the difference between a safe morning and a painful fall. Now for the fourth habit. Expose your skin to early sunlight for 5 to 10 minutes. Just step outside or sit by a window with sunlight. Here's why. As we get older, our skin becomes less able to make vitamin D from sunlight. At the same time, our bones get weaker and our muscles tire more easily. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, keep your bones strong, and improve how your muscles and nerves work, especially in your knees, hips, and ankles. So just a few minutes of morning sunlight on your skin can give your body a much-needed boost. Now onto the fifth and final habit. Don't stay hungry too long after waking up. The longer you stay in a fasted state, the more likely your body is to break down your own muscle for fuel, especially if you're over 60. Older adults already have a harder time building new muscle. So if you wait too long to eat, you're making that problem worse. Even if you're not ready for a big breakfast, eat something small, like half a boiled egg, a spoonful of Greek yogurt, or a few bites of sweet potato with a sprinkle of salt. These tiny meals tell your body, stop breaking down muscle, start repairing it. Over time, this small shift helps give you more energy, reduces frailty, and helps protect your legs from slowly getting weaker. Now that you've learned what to eat and what to do, let's talk about what not to do. These next common breakfast mistakes might seem small, but over time they can cause your legs to feel heavy, sore, and harder to move. So let's go over the top 5 mistakes that can slowly weaken your lower body after age 60. Mistake number 1, eating too much sugar in the morning. This includes things like sweet cereals, jam on toast, packaged muffins, flavored yogurts, or fruit juices. The problem is, these foods spike your blood sugar fast, which leads to an insulin response. And high insulin, when repeated daily, makes it harder for your body to build and protect muscle. In fact, over time, high blood sugar damages the small blood vessels in your legs, reducing circulation and making muscles weaker. Instead, try to keep your morning sugar intake under 5 grams. If you want something sweet, have a few berries, a slice of banana with peanut butter, or a small piece of dark chocolate. These give you the sweet taste, without the crash. Mistake number 2, drinking only black coffee or tea with no food. Many older adults wake up, drink a cup of coffee, and don't eat anything until hours later. But this can raise cortisol, your body's main stress hormone. When cortisol stays high, your body stays in breakdown mode. That means it starts pulling energy from your muscles, not your food. So you might feel more awake, but your legs are quietly paying the price. You don't need to give up coffee, just pair it with a small bite of food like an egg, some nuts, or yogurt. Mistake number 3, skipping protein at breakfast. Protein is the most important nutrient for maintaining muscle after age 60. But many seniors get most of their protein at dinner, and very little in the morning when the body needs it most. Your muscles are most ready to absorb protein within 2 hours of waking up. So if you skip it, you lose the best chance to stop muscle loss for the day. Aim for at least 20 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast. That's equal to about 2 eggs and a spoon of Greek yogurt, or 1 protein shake with some peanut butter on toast. Mistake number 4, eating high-carb, low-fat meals. Many people think eating low-fat meals is healthier, but if your breakfast is full of carbs and has no healthy fats, you'll feel hungry again fast, and your energy will crash before lunch. Even worse, meals like this can increase inflammation and worsen nerve pain in your legs. To fix this, add a small amount of healthy fat, olive oil, nuts, seeds, avocado, or grass-fed butter. This helps you feel full longer, keeps your energy stable, and helps repair nerve coverings in your legs and feet. Mistake number 5, eating empty breakfast foods. This includes white bread, instant noodles, sugary drinks, or plain toast with margarine. They may be quick and easy, but they're low in nutrients and offer almost nothing for your muscles. These foods don't help your bones, don't support your nerves, and don't repair muscle tissue. Over time, your legs feel heavier and weaker, and your ability to stay active fades away without you even realizing it. Instead, choose foods that give back to your body, foods that are rich in nutrients, easy to digest, and made from real, whole ingredients. So, as a quick recap, avoid too much sugar, don't drink coffee on an empty stomach, hit enough protein early, include healthy fats, and stay away from empty, processed foods. These small changes will support your legs, keep you strong, and help you stay independent for years to come. Now, before we finish, let me share one final thought, because it's the reason why I made this guide in the first place. Every day, I see older adults who used to walk for miles, who loved dancing, gardening, playing with grandkids, and now they struggle just to stand from a chair or climb stairs. And the hardest part isn't just the pain or the weakness. It's the loss of freedom, not being able to go where you want, do what you love, or even feel safe taking a short walk alone. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be that way. Yes, our bodies change as we get older, but aging doesn't mean you have to give up your strength, your independence, or the joy of moving freely. The key is understanding what your body needs now and giving it the support it never got before. That starts with small daily habits, like a better breakfast, gentle morning movement, and removing the foods and routines that are slowly wearing you down. None of this requires expensive supplements, intense workouts, or a whole new lifestyle. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start with one step, one habit, one better choice each morning. If you've watched this far, then you already care. You already want to protect your body and feel stronger. And that's the most important part. Because once you decide to take action, everything else becomes easier. Your legs begin to feel steadier. Your energy returns. You can move with more confidence. You feel like yourself again.